Hi boys and girls, in this video I'm going to show you how we will annotate using a piece of paper. Normally we take notes while we read. For example, if I show you my screen here, we usually take notes on the side, right, while we read. So we annotate the main character's thoughts, feelings, or actions. Today, we're going to learn how we can do that on paper. We will need to take notes on paper when we take assessments, for example, MCAS. This is a good skill to have, and it will help us to learn how to do it on paper. We're going to write our name at the top. I'm going to write Miss Meyer, but you would write your own name. Okay? Then we're going to write the title of the story. This week we're reading Prudy's Problem. Okay? So that's how we'll start it. Just take out a piece of paper, write your name and the name of the story. On this side, we're going to write page for the page number. Okay? And then we're just going to draw a line down from the top, just like this. While we're reading our story, we're going to use the page numbers that are there. Show you. Okay. These are the directions. Read the story and annotate or take notes for each page using a separate piece of paper, which I'm going to show you right now. When you are done, you will go back to your planner and upload your notes or annotations and check your work. So this page number is 274. So on my paper, underneath where I wrote page, I'm going to write 274. And since this is a cover page, I'm going to write 274 to 275 because both of these pages are just kind of the cover page. And I'm going to tell what I see on these two pages. I see a girl with a lot of things, and I see the title is Prudy's Problem and How She Solved It. So what does that tell us? What could an annotation be for this page? Or these pages, I should say. So right here I wrote 274 to 275 for the page. And what do those pictures tell us? Prudy, that must be the girl's name, I think, right? So we know that Prudy has a problem. And there is a picture of her with a lot of things. That's it. That's our annotation. Okay. Now we're going to do 276. So notice here, now I'm on 276. I'm going to share my screen again. Now we're going to go to the next page. If this is hard to see, you can go to the top 3 dots. Make sure your zoom is between 75 and 100, depending on how you like it. And then click this box. This will make it bigger and easier to read. If you still need it to be a little bit bigger, you could click Present. That will make it nice and big. If you use it this way, you can go through using your arrows to the right to go to the next page or to go back using the left. In order to get out of Present, you will just need to click the Escape button on the top left side of the keyboard, the top key. On the left, it says ESC. If you click that, it will bring it back to normal, the Escape button. Okay. So the first page after 275 that we just did is 276. So your job is to read it and then annotate the main character's thoughts, feelings, or actions. We'll do this one together. Prudy seemed like a normal little girl. She had a sister. She had a dog. She had 2 white mice. She had a mom and a dad in her own room at home. Yes, Prudy seemed normal, but collected things. Now, most kids collect something. Prudy's friend Egbert collected butterflies. So did Prudy. Belinda had a stamp collection. So did Prudy. Harold collected tinfoil and made it into a big ball. So did Prudy. All her friends had collections, and so did Prudy. But Prudy collected everything. What could our next annotation be, boys and girls, for this page, 276? 276. Prudy, what is an action that she does? Collects everything, right? So that's what we learned. We learned that Prudy collects everything. As simple as that. That's our annotation. For the next one, we could draw a line if we wanted to, or we could just go down the next one like this. Okay? And you would continue to annotate. So you'd go back to the story. Okay? You know that this shows 276. We just did that page. Now we need to do 277, which is right here. And you would just read and then continue to annotate. As you go through the story, you'll annotate each page. And when you get to a question like this, it says write your answer on your annotation or notes paper. What conclusion can you make about Prudy so far? So when we have a question like this, because there's no page number, we're just going to write a star on our paper where the page number would be, and then we'll write the annotation. So for this question is right after number 281. So you'll do 277, 278, 279, 280, and then 281. And after you get to 281 on your annotation sheet, you're just going to write a little star, just like this, to answer the question. So we could write, so far, I can conclude that Prudy blank. And you would fill it in. Okay? And then you would just continue to annotate the next page after that. Hey, boys and girls, I hope this helped you to understand how to annotate using a piece of paper. Thanks for watching.